Hello students, today we are going to start chapter Consumer's Equilibrium. Consumer's Equilibrium, here two terms are there, consumer and equilibrium. So first of all you have to understand consumer. Who are consumer? Consumer may be you or myself. Those are consuming the commodities and the services. And equilibrium point. Equilibrium means very important. This particular topic equilibrium may come in the examination. What is equilibrium? Now equilibrium is a situation. It is a situation of no change or state of rest. What does it mean? When consumers are in a particular situation that they do not want to change this situation. What is the situation? For example, the amount is paid for particular commodity, he is getting the satisfaction maximum, because all the consumers are always trying to get maximum satisfaction for the money he paid. So when he is satisfied, his total money paid and the satisfaction level he got from the particular commodity, this point is known as equilibrium point. Okay, so it is known as the situation of no change. Consumer never want to change or come out from the particular position or the state. Now, so consumers equilibrium means consumers, they are in a situation from where they do not want to come out. They want to stay, the price they paid and the satisfaction they are getting, they are happy for that. Now here in economics, to understand this consumer's equilibrium, there are two approaches, two methods, two systems. These two systems are called cardinal approach and another is called ordinal approach. Number one cardinal, number two ordinal. Cardinal approach advocated by Alfred Marshall, economist Alfred Marshall, and ordinal approach advocated by Professor Hicks. Now see, this cardinal approach, in this particular approach that we are discussing about the utility. On the basis of utility, we express the cardinal approach, and on the basis of indifference curve, we are discussing the ordinal approach. So these two approaches based on two main idea. In case of cardinal, that is utility factor. In case of ordinal, that is indifference curve factor. Now today in my discussion I will discuss about the cardinal approach, where Alfred Marshall said that how to measure utility. To understand this approach, first you have to understand what is utility. Now if we discuss about utility, utility is nothing but it is the one satisfying power of a commodity or service. For example, when you are thirsty, we are searching water in order to quench our thirst, because if we drink water, then we will be satisfied. That is the power of water to satisfy our thirst. This is the utility. Utility is nothing but the satisfying power of a commodity. So clear students, what is utility? Now in case of utility, the first formula or first analysis given by the Alfred Marshall, the Marshall said that this utility can be measured in two ways. One on the basis of satisfaction, another basis of price. So now see, utility to measure, it is mainly the psychological phenomena. Utility, how much I got satisfaction from one after eating one bread or two breads, it is very difficult to explain. But Alfred Marshall said that in order to find out the our utility basis under the cardinal approaches, we must have some imaginary unit that is called utile. In case of satisfaction, he mentioned utile as a unit to measure the satisfaction level. Or another is price. In Indian currency rupees, we can find out the how much satisfaction after spending 2 rupees, 3 rupees or 5 rupees, like that. So approaches are two, one is cardinal, one is ordinal. And these approaches, Alfred Marshall advocated cardinal approach and Professor Hicks advocated ordinal approach. Today we are discussing about the cardinal approach. So cardinal approach first comes. So it is called the traditional approach or Marshallian approach, since Marshall started this particular analysis. Now, so I said about the what is utility. Now utility further divided into under three categories. One is TU, total utility. One is AU, average utility. One is MU, marginal utility. These three categories of utility. So this satisfying power, when we are discussing about, we must know what is TU, what is AU, what is MU. Now total utility is nothing but the addition of all the unit from where we are getting the deriving the utility. So it is called summation of marginal utility, summation of MU. So suppose after taking one braid we are getting, for example, 10 utile satisfaction, and second braid we are getting 7 utile. So total utility will be, now so total utility means summation of the number of unit we are having. Now next is average utility. In case of average utility, you know the average means the per unit. In case of per unit utility, we divide total utility by quantity. Suppose we consumed 10 units and total quantity is we have taken 5. So 2 will be the answer. 2 will be our average utility. Now next is marginal utility. Marginal utility can be find out. Marginal means additional. Marginal means additional. Total means summation. So we can write total means summation. Summation, and average means per unit. Average means per unit. Per unit, and marginal means additional. Additional. So what is additional? Additional means when we are taking after 2 unit, if we take one more unit, third unit, so in between 2 and 3, 1 unit increase, that is called additional unit. After taking additional unit, how much more satisfaction level increase, that is called the MU or the marginal utility. So in order to find out this MU, formula is delta TU divided by delta Q, means quantity. Delta TU, delta means change, total utility change divided by total quantity change, or we can write total utility N TUN minus TUN minus 1. This is the formula to find out. In the examination may come short type question. So far we discuss about the utility, what are the different types of utility, and the definition of different types of utility, and approaches, two approaches, and advocated by whom? Alfred Marshall, cardinal, ordinal, Professor Hicks. So now we are going to the third portion. Now the TU and MU, very important, they have got some relation, and this relation in the examination comes like find just mention some relationship between TU and MU. How to find out? Now see, always TU, total utility, and marginal utility, if we see in the curve, let's see here, x-axis and y-axis, here is y, here is x. Okay, now the point 0. Here, from here, if you see, always total utility goes up. In the beginning, initial stage, it goes up. After raising up, then after that it starts falling down. And marginal utility always going down, always down, always down. Now see, if we join these two, this is the topmost point of total utility, TU. So it is called saturation point. When total utility on the top level, it is called the saturation point. Now marginal utility, always it goes down, I say. In that case, if we draw the line such that going down, and if we join these 2 points, this saturation point and point of satiety, this point is known as point of satiety. When the TU and MU joins together. This is called point of satiety, MU. So from this diagram we can understand the relationship between TU and MU. How? See here, when TU is increasing, MU is also positive condition, positive. Okay. Now when TU is maximum, this is the maximum point of saturation. After that it falls. So this point, when TU is maximum, MU is 0. Now here it is in the 0 position, 0 level, 0 position. When TU falls, like started falling TU, okay, MU is negative, because after that crossing and going down, minus. So we can write down mainly 3 points. When TU increases, MU is positive. MU not even the cross the line, x-axis, it is positive condition. Now third point is when TU falls. Now TU after saturation point it start falling. When TU falls, MU is negative. You see it crosses the x-axis and going down. So it is negative condition, and TU is nothing but it is a summation of MU. These are the relationship. In the examination we have already got some important question. Then what is the relation between TU and MU? What is utility? What are the different types of utility? And what are the different approaches? Who advocated approaches? And the main basis or the theme of the approach number 1, cardinal utility, that is it based on utility, and ordinal approach it based on the indifference curve analysis. So students, next topic I will discuss about in the next chapter in my next video. So stay tuned, and also like, share and subscribe my channel in order to get new updates. Thank you very much.